Welcome dear student. Today I am going to talk about the temporomandibular joint. So it is a synovial type of joint which is formed between the mandible bone and the temporal bone. So first I am going to talk about a brief anatomy of the temporal and the temporal bone and the mandibular bone. So here you can see this is the mandible, and this is the head of the ramus of the mandible, and this is the neck of the ramus of the mandible. And here you can see this is the zygomatic arch, and this is the zygomatic process of the temporal bone, and this is the temporal process of the zygomatic bone. So the joint is actually formed between these the articular surfaces, which is the articular tubercle, the mandibular fossa, and the neck of the mandible. Here you can see this is the articular tubercle, and this is the mandibular fossa, and this is called the fibrocartilage, which is present in between these articular surfaces. So here you can see this is the temporomandibular joint. Then temporomandibular joint is divided into two compartments. One is the upper compartment and the other is lower compartment by the articular disc. Here you can see on the screen. So the ligament attachment, there are three ligaments attached to the joint. One is the temporomandibular ligament, which is attached here to the articular tubercle, and here to the neck of the mandible. The other ligament is the stylomandibular ligament. This is the styloid process, and this is the mandible, and this is the lingual of the mandible. And the ligament which is attached to the styloid process of the skull, stylomandibular ligament. And the other ligament which is attached to the temporomandibular joint is the spinomandibular ligament. This is the spine of sphenoid. Here you can see these two. This ligament is called spinomandibular ligament. So this joint is surrounded by the joint capsule, which is attached to the margin of the mandibular fossa here, and to the articular tubercle, and here to the neck of the mandible. So this was all about the temporomandibular joint. Thanks for watching the video.